Baahi ba bangata ba mahaeng ba dula hole le mabenkele, mme hona re ka ho bona ka baahi ba Mbangweni corridor.
These people don't have the luxury of walking into a retailer and picking up a jar of honey off the shelf. But in the wilds of northern KwaZulu-Natal, nature provides.
Ja, die bye wat Braam ons vanaand wys is glad nie jou gewone heuningbye nie en maak ook nie hulle neste in bome nie. Hierdie is 'n angellose variëteit wat ondergronds bly en nie net is hulle heuning baie voedsaam nie, dit het blykbaar ook medisinale waarde.
People living in the Mbangweni corridor between Nduma and Tembe Elephant Park are amongst the poorest in South Africa, with an average income of only 170 Rand per person per month. By and large, for survival, they have to rely on what they can grow in the sandy soil and what nature provides for them, which includes several different kinds of indigenous fruit-bearing trees. None more popular perhaps than the marula, with its high nutritional and medicinal value, and which connects people with the earth through the annual First Fruits Festival. And then there's the wild honey found throughout the area. We found something really, really exciting, something that most people will never ever get to see. A stingless bee, also known as the Mapani bee. They live deep underground. Let's take a look. Okay, this is the entrance to the hole. If you look closely, you'll see the little guards or soldiers. It goes down a meter, sometimes up to 5 meters, and at the bottom is this chamber, this pot of honey. So the community here have to make sure that they don't break that pot and destroy the whole hive. Let's see how they do it. This hole, does he go straight? Or is...
Straight.
So we must be careful.
That's why we dig in the side.
Okay. So not too close.
We are pants cool.
Cool. So how do we know when we must go in? Okay, so we've actually got to listen to the colony buzzing inside here. We're about 1 meter down. As was said, it can be anything from 1 meter to 5 meters. Let's hope this is a shallow one. Otherwise, down we go, another 4 meters. What we're doing now is digging closer to the little hole, to the tube, so that we can get closer to the hive at the bottom, because we can't hear, it's too far in. So we need to actually be closer to here where the bees are. We may have already dug too deep, we don't know. Well, we found the chamber. It's only about 1 meter down, which is fantastic. Otherwise, we'd be down in this hole for the rest of the day. As you can see, the side of the hive has been damaged. This is the interior section, made up of wax, plant material, and mud. You can see the detail in there. These are the little pots of honey that are being looked after by the workers. This one was found because it's right in a village. There are hundreds of these colonies, very difficult to find. And also one must remember, they've been harvesting honey like this for eons. It's a fantastic source of nutrition out here in rural areas, and they don't find them all. So these bees are really surviving by number. This is the tube that we saw earlier where the little guards or soldier bees were at the surface. And this is all the way down now. We're probably close to 1.5 meters. Okay. These are the capsules that house the honey. You'll see the bees are getting agitated now, and they're going to fly off when the hive is destroyed. But 5 to 14% of these bees are queens, and that is going to ensure that many more colonies come out of this one. Right, so we're now moving this quite heavy hive full of honey, and we're going to decant it. Okay. Oh, here's the tube entering the hive. And there you can clearly see how it goes through the hive, and it goes all the way through, that there's drainage at the bottom when it rains. They'll have little holes in the side for the bees to come in and out of. This is really, really incredible. Perfect little capsules holding this very, very precious honey. which has got incredible nutritional value. These hives can have as few as 300 bees inside, up to 80,000. But the building of this thing is just actually something quite incredible. Years and years of construction to be destroyed for human consumption. That's the way it is. But lots of queens, lots more hives, difficult to find in the bush. Many rural communities are far from the shop. They don't go in there and have the luxury of just picking up a jar of honey from the shelf. Here, nature provides. Not only has it got strong nutritional value, but also medicinal value. Our planet is just a dot in the universe. We are just dots on our planet. But if we all just do one thing, we can make a radical difference. For this week's dot, plant an indigenous fruit tree in your garden. It's nature's gift to you.